After my husband cheated with my best friend, I lost everything until a mysterious suitcase with my name on it gave me $70,000 and a ticket to a new life. What I found at the destination left me shaking. When I woke up that morning, I didn't know my whole world was about to collapse. The first message on my phone wasn't from work or family, it was a photo. My husband, in our bed, with my best friend Jenna. My heart stopped, my hand shook, and just like that, the last 10 years of my life turned into a cruel joke. I confronted him that night. He didn't deny it. He just looked at me, coldly, and said, "You were never enough for me, Claire. You'll never rise again without me." By the end of the week, I was jobless. He'd convinced my boss, his friend, to fire me. My bank accounts were frozen. He'd moved Jenna into our home, and me, I was left standing outside in the rain, holding a suitcase of clothes and shattered pride. For 2 months, I lived in a rundown motel on the edge of town. No job, no friends, barely any food. One night, when I was cleaning under the bed to find loose change for dinner, I saw it, a dusty brown suitcase with my name written in gold letters. I froze. I hadn't seen that bag before. Inside was $70,000 in cash, a plane ticket to New York, and a note. It said, "This is just travel money. The real fortune is waiting at this address." And below it, an address in Manhattan I'd never heard of. At first, I thought it was a mistake, or worse, a trap. But then I noticed something strange. The handwriting looked familiar. It was my late grandmother's. She'd passed away 5 years ago. So how? Heart pounding, I packed my few things, and by morning, I was on that flight. The address led me to an old brick building downtown, quiet, surrounded by tall glass towers. A man in a gray suit opened the door before I even knocked. "Mrs. Bennett?" he asked. "We've been expecting you." Inside, there were lawyers, papers, and a will. Apparently, my grandmother had left me an entire company. A small but thriving interior design firm she'd secretly built decades ago. She'd only left one instruction: Claire must find her own courage before she inherits this. In that moment, everything changed. I poured the cash into reviving the company. I rebranded, rebuilt, and worked like I'd never worked before. Within a year, Bennett Interiors was featured in national magazines. We grew so fast, even major real estate developers came knocking. Then came the day I'd been waiting for. My ex-husband and Jenna walked into my company's lobby, unemployed, desperate, and pretending not to recognize me. They were there to pitch their new design business, hoping for funding. I smiled, invited them in, and listened to their story. When they finished, I leaned forward and said, "I love your enthusiasm. Unfortunately, we don't invest in people who steal what isn't theirs." Jenna's face went pale. My ex's jaw dropped. Then I slid a check across the table. Not for them, but for the receptionist I just hired. She was Jenna's sister, who'd left their toxic partnership to work for me. Before they left, I handed my ex the same note I'd once found in that suitcase. "This is just travel money," it said. Except this time, the envelope was empty. He opened it, confused, and I smiled. "Don't worry," I said softly. "The real fortune is waiting at the address you threw away." They stormed out, humiliated. I didn't chase them. I didn't need to, because the best revenge wasn't making them suffer. It was proving them wrong. I had risen again, higher than ever. That night, I opened my grandmother's old photo album. Inside, there was another note I'd never noticed before. It said, "Strength isn't found in what you have. It's in what you build after losing everything." And that's exactly what I did. Perfect revenge, not by destroying them, but by rebuilding yourself so powerfully that they have to watch.